Hi guys, this is your boy Alanobi, the billionaire, and you know what, today I just want to talk about a few things, but generally it's one thing broken down into many elements. I want to talk about side hustle. This is your boy Alanobi, the billionaire. So I want to talk about the importance of side hustle, how to develop your side hustle, how to manage your side hustle, and how to generate money or revenue to pay your bills from side hustle. And the reason why I want to talk about this thing is because you can all testify that our economy is not doing well, and we have what we call economic crisis, and many people are suffering from it. So many people have been laid off from their jobs, people have lost businesses, there's no money. So let's say you are used to living a certain kind of life. Your life is here, and with Corona, your life has dropped up to this level. So this means you have to adapt, you have to catch up, you have to accept, so that you go back to this level. Because when you are swinging like a pendulum, it swings from left to right or right to left. So you have to swing, have what we call resting point, then go back to the other position. Side hustle is where our pendulum is at rest, and this is where now we really need to refocus in our life where we want to be. So first, what's side hustle? Side hustle to me is not specifically how people see it. People normally look side hustle as something that you are doing out of your work to generate extra revenue for you. I think it's right to say like that, but I'll go ahead and say that for me, side hustle is just a mechanism of creating more living for yourself, be it your main job or not main job. But side hustle is something you're doing from your main thing, because you can have a business, then you have another thing that you are doing out of that normal business to generate you revenue. For example, you are maximizing your skills to generate those extra coin. So the importance of side hustle is, one, to make sure that we don't drift off from our normal lifestyle. So we have to keep on with how we have been living. We have to make sure that we maintain our kind of lifestyle that we have been doing. We can be able to meet our bills. We can be able to afford our extra activities, such as having fun without going to our main hustle. So those are some of the importance of the side hustle. And also side hustle can help us generate and create a normal business. Many people have developed their businesses from the side hustles, but it's always good to know that big businesses, they don't start as side hustle. As a big business, just dive into it and to know that this is my baby, I have to grow it. Side hustle sometimes is not our main thing. We can drop it anytime we feel like it's not working for us, because first, it eats our extra time. So some people might find it's eating their happy hour time. So they will always they have the option to drop it. So with that, I have been, during this Corona crisis, others, their salaries were chopped off, and for me, by that, I'm a victim for that. So I had to develop something that will keep me going, keep bringing me the money that I was earning, so that I don't come back and say I can't afford a certain kind of life, because life is all about planning and maintaining and being consistent in what we do. So side hustle will help you maintain your kind of lifestyle. So how do you generate one? First, develop a skill that people need. Don't develop a skill that people don't need. Skill that people are ready to employ you to give you the job, you do for them, then they pay you. If you cannot develop that kind of skill, then be rest assured that it will be hard to develop side hustle. If you cannot even get your main job, then what about side hustle if you don't have that kind of skill? Then secondly, about side hustle is that don't price side hustle as something cheap. Just have a standard price where If you are designing a logo for 10K, please don't go low because you have your main job. Just maintain the standards, because out of that, you can be able to meet your bills even without depending on your salary. So that if your salary is taken away, you can still meet your normal bills. Don't go lower. Just maintain your standards, and don't be also high, because if the market rate is 10K, the lowest you can do is 8K, so that you don't now come and saturate the market. Have standards. Then the other thing is, have those what we call retainer customers in your side hustle. Retainer customers, I mean that those are people you know at the end of the month they are going to pay you something, even if it's 5,000. Those are people that you can depend on. So sign those contracts with your retainer clients, so that you don't think a lot of where to get the clients or how do I acquire clients. Just make sure that you do your job well, so that those people can retain you, so you're assured of something coming along your way. Then the other thing is that when doing this, make sure that you have good referrals from people. People will always refer you if you are good in what you're doing. I've gotten a lot of referrals. I haven't met other people in my life, but I've worked for them. And for sure, there's even a YouTube guy that I worked for in US. And this guy is big. I never knew how fast it can go to that level. But referrals will give you opportunities to connect with people, to do their job, and they will pay you. Because what they say is money is a reward for your hard work. So if you are not working hard, then nobody will reward you with anything. So those are the elements that when you are developing your side hustle, you have to keep in mind. Then have a good working office in your house. Because also an office or a place where you are working from will motivate you either to work on what you are working on or not to work on what you are working on. Because good environment will motivate that what we call good moods for your jobs. Because creativity also need that free environment, good environment for you to deliver to your client whatever they need. So make sure that you have a good office. By the way, I will do a video on my office, and I think I'll be able to share it. Maybe before the end of this year, I'll share my full setup for my office. The only thing that I'm remaining to have is the chair. So once I get that chair, and then I'll show you how my office looks like. So that motivates me. I feel happy when working on that, or just sitting on that machine. It gives me the creativity, the mood. It activates my mind. So the elements here is to make sure that your side hustle has what we call good working environment. Then the last thing about this side hustle is that connect with many people as possible as you can, because these people are the ones who will give you this kind of jobs. Nobody will come from the blues to give you the job that you even don't know. Who knows you are doing whatever you do if they are not those people you have connected to? So you need to connect to these people and make sure you market yourself. The way I do, I market myself as Alano be the billionaire. People might see that as a joke, but you know what? There's something in it. Because when people understand my brand, when people can relate to my brand, when people can associate with my brand, then they can be able to give me jobs. And once they give me those jobs and I deliver according to their needs, I give them the solution, then they will come back for more solutions. And that's how people grow, using their side hustle. Because you're not guaranteed with your main job. The risk, like one of the risk thing as people we normally do is, once we get those jobs, once we get our main jobs, we forget ourselves that we need to be working on ourselves rather than even companies. Have a balance between where you are working and what you are working on as you, an individual. If you balance that, then growth will be on your way. If you don't do that, then you will be a complainer, you'll give excuses. And you know what? People with excuses in this life or in this world, they're always failures. Don't give an excuse. There's opportunities for us as long as we develop our skills, as long as we know how to look for those side hustles. So guys, if you see this information is relevant to you and you can relate with, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Then allow that notification bell and just share these videos with your friend. Does it even cost you a shilling to share? Don't think. Oh, it costs you bundles, but you know what? Sharing is caring. So just share. I know it costs you, but share. Let's eliminate poverty by supporting other people who are doing the work. So please don't forget to support me. This is your boy Alano B, the billionaire, the big brand. Today I'm wearing a new brand, and me, by the way, I endorse all brands that are good to me. So I'm not specifically into myself. If you have your brand and you feel like you need me to support you by wearing your t-shirt, just tell me, I'll do it. It doesn't cost me anything. As long as you grow, because I want each and every one of us to grow. So this is a new brand from a guy. It's okay. Alano B, the billionaire. Peace.